Hi beautiful souls, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new, and if you're already subscribed, welcome back. I am Bella and I'm a psychic medium, medical medium, and a mental health coach. So let's see what messages we have now for self-care, because I feel like the collective right now are in an energy of realizations, an energy of releasing as well. So I have here the risk card came out. So some of you may be feeling like there's an energy coming up where there's something that you are going to feel like you're in between two, making a decision. This is probably a relationship or to do with career or something very significant in your life. So it says here, take a chance. Every risk is a success when you're committed to learning and growth. So it's about taking calculated risks. I feel like you're also being guided to connect with your third eye and your crown chakra, so you're able to make decisions without feeling in doubt or fear. Something about clarity as well, so you can have clarity to make the decisions that you need to make. Two. So some of you may be going to the gym. So the happiness card came out and the body card. So your body needs and deserves love. Your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness. You choose. So taking control of your mind, basically. Being more conscious when you make decisions. Being more conscious about your thoughts. Being aware of your thoughts is what I'm getting. And I just heard taking yourself out of a muck. So some of you are really affected by the weather. So if you're living in England or a Western country where the sun is not out yet, this is why you're still feeling low. You're very affected by you're very connected to the sun. So when you're in a country where there's not enough sun, UK, you basically feel depression, and it's called seasonal depression. And I don't know why. There's a huge delay right now in the UK. We're in June and it's still raining. It's still very, cloudy. There's not enough sun. And this is why you're feeling the way you're feeling. So do other things that make you raise your frequency. Shine. Even though that's a star in the night, I definitely feel like it's a huge sign in regards to the sun. So it says here, don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. Shine brightly. So you may be a sun sign, you may be a fire sign, or I'm hearing look at your fire placements. You're very connected to the sun, whoever I'm speaking to, and you may be a Leo or you have strong Leo placements. You need to look at your Leo placements. I feel like you're meant to be in the public eye as well. You feel apathy, you feel bored, you feel stuck, you feel low because you're hiding yourself. You're not being your full authentic self is what I'm getting. And also you're meant to be, whoever you are, it's not like an egotistical thing. It's not like a attention seeking thing, but I feel like you just bring life to people. You're very energetic, and you've lost your spark is what I'm getting. So doing a lot of like self-care and healing, self-development is going to help you. Doing things that fulfill you is going to help you as well. And now I'm hearing gold shadow. So there's shadow aspects, but there's also gold shadow, which are the bright aspects of yourself. There's amazing talents, skills, gifts that you have. unique talents and gifts. Yeah, you were somebody who was born with unique talents and gifts, and it's about time for you to discover them if you don't know what they are, and it's time for you to start sharing them if you're not already sharing them. If you're somebody who is feeling insecure, this is a blockage that's been put on you, because you're very healing whoever you are. So start releasing those shackles, those things, you know, those thoughts that are holding you back. Journal, release them. Whatever you've experienced in the past, I'm hearing it's false beliefs. You need to let go of false beliefs that's holding you back. You're very loving. You hold a lot of love. Like you're somebody with a huge heart energetically. The words you speak are an invitation to life, a request to bring energy into form. Choose your words carefully. So your tongue is very powerful. Your tongue, I'm hearing, can literally like crush a person's soul, whether you do it intentionally or not, or it could build somebody up. You have a powerful tongue, so you speak life into people is what I'm hearing as well. You may be into spoken word, singing, talking, you know, like motivational speaking. You're just very good at speaking. Podcast, writing. You have great communication skills, and I have mentioned this before with your third house as well. You may connect to that reading where I mentioned the third house placements, and also your life path number may be 3, which is about communication. You may be a Gemini. You're somebody who basically makes people feel good about themselves. Actually, you're very motivational. You're very kind. You make people feel better about themselves. This can also be very addictive as well. I'm getting some of you weren't appreciated for your energy and the time that you put into people. You gave so much. I feel like you speak very kindly to others, but you don't speak very kindly to yourself is what I'm getting. So speak more kindly to yourself. I actually did a reading this morning to a young lady who's in her early 20s, who I said the same thing to her as well, where she needs to start speaking kindly to herself. And it's because she's experienced, you know, parents and older relative who puts her down a lot. So you may be somebody who had a partner or a relative, a parent, a friend, people, mostly like a partner or a parent who put you down a lot, who made you feel crap about yourself. But you bring hope to people in moments of darkness. So you need to start speaking to yourself the way you speak to other people, and don't dim your light. You're somebody who's been dimming their light because I'm hearing guilt. There's some guilt that you need to release as well. And you need to let go of thinking very critically of yourself. I hope you can't hear this song in the background. I don't want to get copyrighted. Oh, see, again, decision. This is the first card that came out, but it's coming out again. Sometimes the best decision is no decision at all. So some of you feel stuck, and the reason you feel stuck is because of divine intervention. I feel like the divine is telling you to stop. You need to understand when the divine is telling you that you don't need to do anything at this time but work on you. Again, this is what I was saying to the young lady I was doing a personal reading for this morning, where a parent of hers basically made her feel like a burden, made her feel like she was just laying around, you know, not doing anything, not working, not bringing anything to the table. So whether you are a female or a male, don't let anybody make you feel bad for taking the time to discover what it is that you want to do in your life. to discover yourself. Even self-discovery is very important. Society basically brainwashed us and taught us to just pick a job to basically bring income and just work instead of connecting with ourselves, taking the time to discover what it is that we want to do, what we are inspired to do, what fulfills us, what we were born to do, your soul's passion, what feeds your soul, what fulfills your soul, what ignites your soul. What were you born to do? What inspires you? You have something to contribute. You may be a Libra sign, you may be a Leo, or you may be a Cancer. So don't rush is what I'm getting. Don't rush because you feel like you have to be doing something. Again, kindness. Be kinder to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Connect to your emotions at this time. What if being kind to yourself really could change everything? Healing begins with feeling. Be gentle with yourself and tender with your heart. So I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you are probably someone who has disconnected from their emotions. I just randomly heard Vampire Diaries. So you may be of a royal bloodline, royal descendant. You're the queen of your life. Treat yourself like royalty. You're the king or the queen of yourself, so of your life. Oh, I'm hearing you feel worthless, or people have made you feel worthless. If only you knew who you were. If only you knew who you were. You are somebody with a strong energy is what I'm getting. Like I said before, you're like a star. I'm speaking to a star in the making, but people around you have made you feel crap about yourself, and it's because they felt threatened by you. But going back to Vampire Diaries, I'm getting you've been around energy vampires. I said this earlier as well, where your energy is very addictive as well, where people try to keep you small, people try to keep you bound to them so you don't outgrow them. They recognize you and you didn't recognize yourself. You need to start learning and going into self-discovery, or you have been, whoever you are. But I feel like I'm speaking to somebody in relationships, in family relationships, intimate relationships, and also like friendships and stuff like that, where people have made you people have been pointing out negative aspects about yourself. You weren't getting validation. We all need validation. It's not a negative thing. It's not a toxic thing. It only becomes toxic when you're constantly seeking it from others. And the reason you're in that energy of seeking validation from others is because you didn't get the sufficient amount of validation when you were young. That's why you're in this energy. If you're in this energy right now, you didn't receive the healthy amount of validation from your parents. So maybe you weren't raised by healthy parents, or maybe some of you, I'm getting, weren't even raised by your parents. You were raised by other people, or like evil stepmother, or just, I don't know, just another form of relative is what I'm getting. Some of you were adopted or just raised by another relative. And some of you were raised by your own parents who actually treated you. I'm hearing you felt like an orphan even though you had a relative or a parent. I'm seeing a child. Oh. Whoever you are, you're very connected to children as well. You may want to work with children, but the reason I just sighed is because I don't like seeing children hurt. but I'm seeing a child. This may be you. You may be doing inner child wound healing, or you're being guided to do inner child wound healing. But I'm seeing a child who never used to look forward to holidays. You didn't like being at home. You didn't feel safe at home. You preferred being at school. So whenever there was a break from school, there was sadness. Oh, I don't want to start crying. Whoever you are, you felt sad every time there was a school break, is what I'm seeing. When you discover who you are, you're going to realize that you are royalty. You are a very important person that actually incarnated in this family dynamic because of karma, and also to heal the family wounds, because I'm now seeing this in my peripheral vision. It was right here next to me. I'm seeing you incarnated through this lineage, or through this bloodline, through this family, to heal it. You're a very loving individual. You've experienced a lot of like heartbreak, because there was a lot of like forces, people, entities trying to block your heart, and it's because it bothered them. Your love irritated them, is what I'm seeing. What else here? I'm hearing Isis. You're somebody who is a descendant of Osset. So connect with Isis. Isis is trying to connect with you. Yeah, you're very connected to the moon. You may be a Gemini, but it says she, the celestial crescent. Very connected to the moon. The moon. You may be seeing snakes. You may love eyeliner. Something about pregnancy as well, and scarabs. You may love gowns. I'm also hearing that you've got a beautiful figure as well. You have like a goddess figure. You're connected to scorpions, or you're a Scorpio. Power of conjuring lower vibrational forces. Yeah, there's lower vibrational forces that's been trying to block your sacral, block your sacral, your creative energies. You were very imaginative, very creative as a child. I'm also hearing you've actually had a karmic relationship that's also blocked your sacral chakra. This whatever it is that's been trying to attack you has delayed you, but you were very powerful and very protected as well. You may be connected to birds, eagles, seagulls, ravens, crows. Definitely eagles. I'm seeing an image of a particular bird, but I don't know the name of the bird. You're connected to birds, whoever you are. Power over 7 scorpions. Scorpio placements is very significant as well. I'm seeing like you being covered by an angel as well. So you're connected to the angels as well. The angels have been protecting you and communicating with you. The brother in darkness. You may have a karmic brother. You may have like a brother that always treated you like a rival. And I feel like this brother is from your past life. very dark. You're a high priestess. Mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis. You have a lot of like knowledge when it comes to the divine. You have divine knowledge, sacred knowledge is what I'm getting. And I'm seeing a child. This must be you, a child that was, a lot of adults were intimidated by your energy. You revealed, so whether you remember this or not, you revealed a lot of secrets about people since you were a child. You used to be very vocal as a child, and you've expressed certain things that made adults uncomfortable. So your throat chakra has been attacked a lot as a child as well. You may be into the beauty industry, cosmetics, you know, skincare, hair, jewelry, clothing, perfume, music. I'm just seeing a very beautiful individual. You're very beautiful, whoever you are. Very knowledgeable. I'm hearing beauty and brains. Lady of the Stars, Priestess of Sirius. So you may be a Syrian starseed as well. You need to start researching your starseed if you don't already know your origin of your soul. Beautiful eyes and beautiful lips and beautiful hair. You're very connected to the stars. I feel like saying that this Sirius star constellation, or just the star, you see it, it's somewhere, like you can see it in the night sky where it's the brightest star, I believe. So you're connected to snakes as well. You're going through a transformation at this time. I'm also hearing the snake spirit is communicating with you. So snakes also represent wisdom. So you have a lot of divine wisdom. And you're part of the priestess of the serpent sisterhood. If you had fear of snakes, it's because you had a fear of yourself. And I'm also hearing you're somebody who's very inquisitive. Somebody who's always seeks knowledge. And I'm also hearing your education has been blocked as well. People have been trying to block you when it comes to learning. So take matters into your own hands. Take control of your own life. You didn't have control when you were younger, but you have control now. You can change your life right now. Don't let the enemy win is what I just heard. So start learning about yourself. Start learning about these different knowledges, because you know, our set, your spirit guides, I'm hearing your starseed family are also sending you a lot of knowledge. If you've come across this video for the first time, or if you're subscribed, they are communicating with you not only through this video, they're also sending you other videos and information, and in so many different ways. Little hints and little messages and signs and synchronicities are being sent your way to learn this. So whenever something pops up, whatever I say, research it, write it down, find out what it means, find out what they're telling you. You're going through an initiation. You're being tested right now with your conviction, your determination. So you're connected to Ra as well. You're going through a spiritual awakening right now, whoever I'm speaking to. You may be connected to the color gray, or you may love gray. I feel like gray spiritually. So whoever you are, this is another thing about divine knowledge. Color therapy. look into the color gray, what it means. I feel like it's something to do with happiness or contentment or balance. Let me look it up right now. So gray, spiritual meaning. It means neutrality, balance, conservatism, formality, and sophistication. A person that loves grey is a person that is practical, reliable, and mature. You are a person that constantly strives for neutral and indifferent attitudes towards life. Yeah, balance. So I'm also hearing your balance between your masculine and feminine energies as well. You're very connected to ancient Egypt, which is ancient Kemet, but you're also connected to Egypt right now. You may want to travel to Egypt. And I'm also hearing something about the eye of Horus. You may be into makeup, like makeup artist. And music. You're very connected to the sky. You're somebody who gazes at the sky as well. You may be into belly dancing, or you've always wanted to belly dance, or you've always been intrigued. There's something I'm hearing. There's something about sacred knowledge to do with belly dancing. So this came out again. Queen of Heaven, blessing from the divine, Empress of the skies. Is it? Interesting. I'm gonna read what this means. Queen of Heaven. Let's find Queen of Heaven. Also, you are somebody who used to be a magician in your past life. Your ancestors want you to, they're trying to initiate you. Ooh, you're a magician. A Wicca, a witch. You may not like those terms, but you're very powerful when it comes to working with the earth and the elements and herbs. So you may be into making face masks, herbal stuff, food, drinks. I even heard alcohol for some of you. So why can I not find the Queen of Heaven? $139. So the Queen of Heaven, the Divine Empress of the Skies, acknowledges your feminine authority now. As a man or a woman, you have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world. The Oracle of the Queen of Heaven is a confirmation of your feminine leadership and spiritual authority in male or female body this lifetime. Isis means throne, and in her presence and blessing as Divine Empress of the Skies, she offers initiate of light, men and women, great feminine spiritual power. Feminine spiritual authority occurs when the power is tempered with mercy, wisdom, compassion, and love. Whoever you are, you're a leader. Whether you are in this energy right now or you're being initiated in the beginning stages of going into your leadership role, Also, when I said to you earlier that you're somebody who intimidated grown-ups earlier, is because of the energy that you hold, the power within you, and your connection to your higher self and your ancestors. Okay, it says here, it is inspired spiritual leadership through the heart and a model of power and authority that is based in empowerment rather than force or control. Isis, Queen of Heaven, calls you to ascend to the throne of feminine leadership within your own being, that you may fulfill your life mission and serve the divine feminine on this planet from a place of inner spiritual authority. This oracle is confirmation to step forward in leadership if you have been considering doing so. It might be in connection with others, especially if you also drew the card Divine Sisterhood. Divine Sisterhood. The reason I'm shocked is because I was on live on TikTok and I was talking about the 7 sisters of Hathor. But you are also to realize that you are capable, a capable spiritual leader in your own right, as you trust in the divine feminine values within. This new model of power is not about assuming authority over another, but about living your truth and integrity and leading by authentic example. There is great power here and no false sense of responsibility for another, which could drain you. Yeah, I'm strongly getting letting go of the savior complex, letting go of trying to save everybody. Everybody has to save themselves. You can help, you can guide, but they have to make the choice themselves. You cannot take on other people's burdens. They have their own responsibilities of their own life. They have their own tests, and I'm hearing they have their own tests and struggles that they have to overcome for themselves. It cannot be done for them, you know. You can't do another person's test. You can't sit another individual's test, whether it is an actual test in school, academia, or the test of life, you know. And to be a leader, you have to be able to also recognize how you can help somebody. So whether you are there yet or not, this is the energy that you're going into. Which could drain you and create dependency rather than growth in those you seek to empower. These people are going to become codependent on you. I am also hearing codependency. You've been healing codependency as well. And I'm also hearing that whoever's watching me, you're being guided to heal from codependency yourself if you're still in that energy. If you're not there yet, I mean, if you're already there, then you've also released codependency. But when you want others to depend on you, if you're somebody who's an over-helper, it is because you weren't validated as a child, so you seek validation by overextending yourself so people can depend on you. That is a bit narcissistic as well. You are encouraged to contemplate how you might step more fully into your own authority. Often this requires that we make peace with the authority figures in our lives. So forgiving your parents, past and present, how we have experienced those relationships, whether as supportive, truthful, and empowering, or as disempowering, shaming, or perhaps minimizing or inflating our sense of grandiosity. So like I said earlier, you didn't receive a healthy amount of validation from your parents. It's been withheld from you. Healthy relationships with authority figures help us recognize where we can learn and perhaps be mentored by another. I'm also here. I'm also hearing you were very confident as a child, and this intimidated your parental figures, and that is why they held back from, validating you. It's because of their own hurt. It was just projection. If they were healthy within themselves, if they were raised in a healthy way, they would have, raised you in a healthy way. So you can't really blame them, can ya? Whoever you are learning about this, or you've already forgiven your parents, you've overstood the situation and how it plays out. You may be Somali and listening to Somali songs right now with one more authoritative over another who has less authority. It is rather more like a circle of life where we all have different awareness, ability, and mastery to share with each other, together guiding each other into greater wholeness, each of us with our own spiritual responsibility for our growth and our own capacity to help others to the degree that we are willing and able. Making peace with authority figures, past and present, often involves pulling back unconscious projection of our own authority. Divinity and strength upon those persons, seeing them as belonging to ourselves and allowing the other to be more human. So basically, understanding that they're just human at the end of the day, that made mistakes when it comes to how they were towards you. It's your ego that is still hurt if you haven't forgiven. Grandiosity where they should have treated me better, they should have not done this, they should have that. Like, it's not all about you at the end of the day. Have you looked into their life and why they have acted the way they have? I feel like if you're not there yet, you're going to basically see things from all perspectives and not just from a place of ego. Seeing the grace involved as two people with limited consciousness attempted a relationship. There will always be gifts and learning on both sides of the relationship. Allow the release of forgiveness that comes with compassion and the freedom that willingness to grow within brings, so that your relationship to authority within and externally can be healed and transformed. You're very blessed, whoever you are, because I feel like whatever it is that you've experienced, it could have transformed you into a very bitter, conniving individual that basically projected the pain and the hurt, but instead you've internalized it and victimized yourself. So you've either healed from this or you're healing from this. One last card from this deck, and then we're going to go into the Soul's Journey Oracle deck for some advice, and we're going to close off the reading as well. I'm hearing you're going to get a bouquet. I feel like Spirit is giving you a bouquet. Queen of Heaven came out again. Queen of Heaven came out again. So, wow. Really, our set is very significant around you right now. And I feel like she wants me to read the whole page. Wow, because I wanted to skip. I didn't read. There was a page left. Oh, there's a few pages left. Okay, so I'm being guided to finish this off. I said one more card, and the same exact card came out. It says here, blessings from the divine empress of the skies, sitting comfortably in a quiet space where you will not be disturbed. Close your eyes and say aloud 3 times, I call upon Isis who loves me unconditionally. I call upon you 3 times, beloved initiatrix, empress, and queen of heaven. Become aware of a ball of pure light above the crown of your head. This is the auric energy of the goddess Isis descending. Send love to the ball of light, which it softens and grows. As it begins to rain light down on your head, filling your aura like a waterfall of light until you sense. Intend or feel it around you flowing. Relax into this flow of energy, feeling good. Say, I give thanks to this blessing and this anointment to spiritual leadership, true and pure, given and received in unconditional love. Thank you to beloved Queen of Heaven, Isis, Divine Empress of the skies, for your guidance and blessings. I ascend to the throne of spiritual truth within my own soul now. Imagine, perceive, or intend that you can send love up into that ball of light as it becomes a throne of majestic seat made out of light and love. Okay? Allow it to descend through the crown of your head and until it rests as pure love in your heart. Feel the warmth, love, and fullness in your heart, while the throne of light grows stronger as you allow yourself to become more aware of it within you. Gently touch your heart and say, I honor the spiritual authority that you possess. I listen to, value, and act on your truths. Thank you for your strength and wisdom and love. Allow the light of Isis to continue to flow down through the crown of your head, to your heart and out of your heart, pouring through it as pure love. Visualize or intend that this energy of love pour from your heart through time and space to the person or place, past or present, that holds any unresolved karmic energy as spiritual, psychological, emotional, or physical patterning in your being. This love will heal and free you from these old patterns that are not who you are in truth. Freely and generously send as much love as you can to these patterns, releasing now. Know that you'll receive more liberation, freedom, healing, release, empowerment as you send love. So I'm hearing send love to those who weren't loving towards you is because they didn't embody love. They didn't have love within themselves. That's why they treated the way they treated you. And if you're not there yet, you need to fill yourself, fill your cup with love. That way you will also recognize they were just sad, they were just hurt themselves. So I don't know if it's Ho'oponopono, but I forgot what this modality is called, but it's about saying thank you, I forgive you, forgive me. There's a modality where you thank those people and you send them love, because whatever energy you're sending them is what's going to come back to you as well. When you are ready, say, I now choose of my own free will to completely forgive, release, and grow beyond any old patterning within me that holds me back from the full experience of my divine inner authority now. Through all time and space, with the loving grace of Isis supporting me now, so be it. Take a full breath in and a full breath out, imagining you are breaking out of the heart, The healing love of Isis flowing powerfully with your breath. You may feel a release of energy from your heart or from some other part of your body as you do this. I'm hearing your upper back, because I'm actually feeling it in my upper back as well. Just relax with your breath flowing naturally now. When you are ready, just open your eyes. Whether you feel a strong energetic or physical response or not, does not determine the extent of the blessing. Some bodies recognize subtle energy freely, others are still learning to do so. The blessing is given according to need and grace. Have gratitude in your heart that what you have received is offered with wisdom so that it shall serve your highest path. Incantation for blessings from the Queen of Heaven. You can add this incantation to the beginning of the ritual above, or use it as a tool on its own to solicit appropriate support for your spiritual leadership. Work on this planet, whether in an obvious form, as a teacher or healer, or in the simple and very important, though perhaps less immediately obvious, ways of how you choose to live your life. So this is the incantation. Empress of the skies, heavenly queen, beloved Isis, my heart is keen, from darkness and fear to be released, to connect with my power in deepest peace. Bless me that this may be so, in accordance with heaven's plan that I grow. Beloved queen, clothe me in your authority and light. I now claim my spiritual birthright. I'm hearing Queen Charlotte. I don't know why, but I feel like someone is connected to Queen Charlotte. I just got chills when I said that. I just got really cold when I said that. For some reason, Queen Charlotte is connected to you. I am love, I am light. To manage my own energy field, I have every right. Compassion, peace, and strength I am. I witness the dark with peace in my heart. In my energy there is space only for love. That is unconditional and gentle as the dove. I am unconditional love. I am unconditional love. I am unconditional love. I'm getting this is a future reading for some of you. So if you are in this energy right now, wow. But for some of you, this is a future reading. But you need to start connecting with Isis, because Isis is guiding you, assisting you, healing you, helping you. So I feel like your future is going to look very different as to what it is right now. You've always known, I feel like you are a royal individual with a royal bloodline. If you were royal in a past life, if you've already known and heard that you were a royal from a past life, or if you have memories, you were born into a royal bloodline in this lifetime as well, is what I'm getting. You need to start connecting and using selenite as well. You used to work with crystals in a past life, is what I'm getting. So whoever is watching this right now, you're releasing regret. You're releasing a lot of like resentment, unforgiveness. I feel like you're at the end stages. Wow, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. You're choosing love instead of resentment or hate. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. So it's your ego that's holding on to like negative thought patterns and beliefs about the past. So work on that. So you've been working on that. Congratulations. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. You're balancing a healthy balance between humility and pride. And you're also overcoming